Are you looking for the best Reprap 3D printers? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best 3D print on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Creality Ender 3 Pro. Creality 3D printers are known for their simplicity to assemble, and the Ender 3 Pro is a great example of that. Creality say that you can completely assemble it from package to print ready in 10 minutes using 20 screws, though for new makers this is likely to be quite optimistic. The high-quality extruder reduces the chances of the Ender 3 clogging during printing, and Creality have upgraded a number of key areas in the Pro version of the Ender 3. These include an upgraded power supply, improvements to print bed leveling, and a new print bed system to prevent warping and make finished prints easier to remove. Experienced makers know that the Ender 3 Pro is absolutely up there with the best low-cost Reprap kits. It's very accurate for the price, with precision of up to 100 microns, and it combines this with workhorse-like reliability. You get a good size print volume, fairly fast print speed, up to 180 mm per second, and it's also fairly quiet. You get very good quality prints and reliability for a 3D printer under $300, and we highly recommend it to anyone willing to invest the time to master it. Number 2. Anet A8. We feel the Anet A8 counts as a Reprap 3D printer since it is Anet's spin on the Prusa, one of the most famous Reprap kits. It's cheap and cheerful, you get what you pay for with this DIY 3D printer kit, with extra marks for its consistency and versatility. It's versatile as it can print so many 3D printer filaments, PLA, ABS, PVA, nylon, PP, wood, and more. For under $200 you can't expect peak performance, though the minimum layer height of 0.1 mm is fine for most printing. Despite not having a weighed-down aluminum frame or a dual extruder, the Anet A8 is fairly precise. The stainless steel rail rods, gears and bearings make the printing process more steady, though stability will be slightly worse than if the structure was made of metal. The different parts of the Anet A8 to assemble this DIY kit. The Anet A8 does not come assembled, you'll need to build it yourself following Anet's step-by-step instructions. Most find this more rewarding than buying a plug-in amp, play 3D printer, and it's a great way to learn more about how they function. You can print with your Anet A8 using 3D slicers including Cura and Repetierhost, and transfer your 3D printer models over via SD card. Despite the cheap price, the Anet A8 comes with a few neat features. It comes with a heated bed, meaning it can print ABS and PTG, rather than just PLA. It's also got quite a large printing volume, 220 by 220 by 240 mm overall. If you're looking for a Reprap 3D printer which doesn't break the bank and gets you started in 3D printing, the Anet A8 is a great option at just $200. Number 3. Creality CR10/CR10 V3. Creality are known for releasing some of the most highly rated and reliable low-cost Reprap 3D printer kits in recent years, with multiple iterations of the popular CR10 available. We've picked both the original CR10 and the V3, so you can choose between the upgraded but more expensive version, or the lower cost and classic original. Though a Reprap kit at heart, the CR10 can be assembled in under an hour without much DIY skill, making it a good 3D printer for beginners. Not only is it reliable, but for the price it can print huge models, at up to 300 by 300 by 400 mm. It truly is a large 3D printer. In addition, the ability to print with a minimum layer thickness of just 0.05 mm is very precise for a Reprap 3D printer kit for $500. Complementing this printing precision is the stronger and heavier frame supported by triangular Z-axis beams that feature on the CR10 V3 but not on the standard CR10. The frame shape has changed to a more triangular shape, more similar looking to the original Reprap Mendel. In order to improve print stability and reduce the Z-axis wobble, key to improving print quality. The CR10 also has a filament breakage detector that pauses if it detects any issues without ruining your print, and can automatically resume printing in the event of a power outage. These are key features that you really don't appreciate until disaster strikes 49 hours into a 50-hour print and they save you, but are an absolute lifesaver. Overall, we highly recommend the Creality CR10 V2. Number 4. FLSUN QQS Delta. There are a number of great Reprap Kossel 3D printers, including the FLSUN QQS, that we were very impressed with in our 3D printer review. The FLSUN QQS is a Delta 3D printer that you can buy almost fully pre-assembled for $369. Delta 3D printers are typically tall and thin, with the FLSUN QQS able to print up to 360mm tall prints, with an XY axis of 255mm. Kossel Reprap machines were thought of as tougher to master 3D printers for more experienced makers. Now with the FLSUN QQS, the learning curve is far reduced, especially since the Reprap upgrade ships to you almost completely assembled. The 3.2-inch touchscreen is very easy to use, and the printer comes with an SD card with the 3D Slicer software on it, though you can also connect to the printer via Wi-Fi. Another main selling point is that it's noticeably, or perhaps unnoticeably, quiet. FLSUN claim it prints at under 50 dB. This, coupled with the fans and cooling system to avoid overheating and reduce any bad smells, makes the FLSUN QQS a great Reprap printer for your home. It retains the quick printing, around 30% faster than the average printer, so if time is of the essence, you could do worse than go with the FLSUN QQS. It's accurate, quiet, fast, and doesn't take up too much space on a desktop. We recommend it highly. The only drawback is that it may not seem as truly Reprap as it comes more or less pre-assembled, but it evolved from the original Reprap Kossel design, so we feel it is worthy of inclusion.